What's your favorite art streamer? What's her name? Wait, she's really nice. There's this Korean artist. She's really nice. I can think of like her name, but like, what's her username? I don't think she's with Fevercell. There's this really big like art group in Korea called Fevercell. It's a group as in like a couple of artists that were well-known digital artists came together and they decided to make like courses and things and bring other artists into their digital art program and then train them. And then, you know, they also become art teachers and all of this. And they do a lot of work. They're like a studio slash course, what's the word, school as well. So a lot of those artists I really like. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pick one. I'm going to pick Agato. You know Agato? Let me find his Twitter. I'll share him. Agato is going to be my favorite, I think, because he's just crazy with it. He's so good. He's so good. He's one of the people who started Fevercell. He does a lot of concept art. Some of his stuff is like, not like crazy, but some of it's a little bit not safe for work. Some of it's very not safe for work, but it's usually still clothed. It's just like, you know, it's just posed in such a way where I don't think I should show it on Twitch. But his art is so good and he does character design so well. I can't show so much of it. Okay, here's one that I can absolutely show. Her boobs are big, but that's fine. That's not that's not like a TOS issue. Here's one of his designs. So his art is really good, but the thing I really like is his character design as well. I'm pretty sure he's done work for like Nikkei and games like that. I just don't remember like what exact credits he has, but it's pretty solid, pretty solid. I like his art and I like watching him stream because his process is really interesting. He's one of those, you ever see those artists where instead of doing, a lot of people start with a basic form, right? And a lot of the time the basic form is like general circle or oval where head will go and then sort of a framed out skeleton and then you start building a body and a face off of it, right? He's one of the ones that does a silhouette first, which I have a couple friends that do that, but I don't see it as often, but he'll basically like just make a bunch of brush strokes in a direction and he's like the hand will generally go here, head will generally go here, and then he erases a lot around it and that's kind of his process. That's how it sort of starts. But I like watching him do it. His process on that and the way he builds off of that is really interesting. If you watch any of his stuff in like a speed paint form, I really like seeing it. He's very nice. He like modded me in his stream. I went over and said hi and he was like, oh, you're that VTuber, and then modded me and now I can just show up and ban people in his chat anytime. Oh, he does have a YouTube. Wait, does he have any speed paints on here? Does he have any? No, he just has videos of him working on like a completed, what he considers a completed sketch and then turning into like a fully rendered piece. So actually, if any of you are artists, his YouTube is really solid for that. But I've watched him work on a lot of this on stream. He takes something that like from afar looks really nice and rendered, but when you zoom in, you see it's like very much just a bunch of brush strokes and not really finished out. And you see him like just go over everything and render it. And his process is really interesting. So I like watching him. Sometimes he'll do a normal sketch process, but his lines are really weird. Oh, here. Here's one where he didn't do the silhouette method. I'll show you. Okay, this is him not doing his silhouette method. He's just doing lines. I want you to look at how insane his like initial lines are when he starts putting shit down on paper. Look at this. He's testing. He's making sure like the brush stroke is what he wants it to be. All right. Look at this guy. Like, what the f is this process? But already I'm like, oh, head, a hood, hair, like a form. It looks like yeah, doctor's handwriting. His process is so weird. It's a little bit sped up. The way it turns into the most beautifully rendered stuff by the end of it. Like, okay, there's a face. He keeps going and he's just fine tuning as he goes. But what the f are these lines? I love watching this dude draw because he'll start with this and this will turn into the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen, right? He starts adding lines and it's very much taking on a shape. It is cool to watch. It's like kind of fascinating. So I like watching his process. I'll just click through. He's going. Like it's getting there. It's getting there. But he just makes a bunch of lines until they turn into something gorgeous and then renders it. I don't understand how he does it. Like, what the f is this when he starts like erasing stuff and it starts turning into like this eldritch monster? He's like coming up with all sorts of ideas, design ideas, and just layering them over each other to decide like, do I want the hood? Do I want the ears, etc. And he just keeps going and then he starts doing like these really strong lines where he knows he definitely wants something. And look, he's like adding more characters to the piece. They look like little goblins, but they're gonna turn into something beautiful. And like you really see it taking shape. And he just, when it's still looking like this, okay? When it's still looking like this, he starts adding color, which is so interesting to me because usually people do this and then they're like, all right, now I'm gonna start cleaning it up and then do official line work and then I'm gonna color it. Nah, dude just starts painting. That's what I really like about his process. This is why I'm recommending you watch this dude. He's here and he's like, pretty soon after this, he's like, I'm gonna start painting this shit. He starts adding skin tone on this, you know? He's like, give this bitch some color. Goes on a little break time midstream. Look at that. And it's just gonna like, it's gonna turn into something completely rendered. Okay, so if we go to his channel, right? Which one were we watching? Which girl were you? Was it this girl? I don't know which one it was. But either way, you know, he'll show his whole process and he'll get to like the ending and you look, ooh, risque. But like it gets this level of rendered, you know, it's going to be even more rendered. It kind of looks like old tactics art. Does that make sense? Anyway, his process is great. It's so cool to watch, man. So whoever was asking who my most favorite like modern artist is, if we're talking about digital artists, I really like watching his because his process feels like he's painting. He said you have to add rough colors as early as you can or else you'll regret it. Yeah, I don't know too many people who like to do that. Some do, some don't. But yeah, his process is really cool. His name again, Agato. If you just Google Agato, A-G-O-T-O, you'll find him. But yeah, he's cool. And yeah, someone was saying earlier, I think it was a Bark. You were like, oh, he did work for Eternal Return. Yeah, like he's like an industry artist. He's done a lot of that's, you know, very impressive. But I also just like watching his own works, his own designs.